He's hailed as the greatest driver of his generation, clinching his fourth Formula One championship on Sunday night. On the surface, Lewis Hamilton has all the elements of a national treasure. The 32-year-old has gone from a modest Stevenage schoolboy to a rich and successful sporting superstar. But the British public somehow don't seem to have taken the Mercedes golden boy to their hearts in the same way they have other sports stars. Despite his phenomenal achievements as Britain's most successful driver in the history of the sport, he is frequently mocked for his lavish lifestyle and loud outfits, and has only won BBC Sports Personalities of the Year once in his career. Here, agent to the stars Jonathan Shallett helps us unpick why the British public has never truly taken Hamilton to their hearts, and why we might have got him all wrong. Lewis Hamilton celebrates after winning his fourth Formula One world title. Image Getty. His lifestyle. Hamilton, seen here with actor Jack Nicholson, could be accused of flaunting his lavish lifestyle. Hamilton never tries to hide his lavish playboy ways, frequently posting pictures of himself to his 5.3 million Instagram followers at high-end fashion shows with A-list pals including Kanye West, Will Smith and Jack Nicholson. He also likes to keep fans updated with his partying, showing off his antics on one of the world's biggest private yachts in Monaco with bikini-clad ladies and bars full of champagne. Jonathan says people get very jealous if they see someone who has got it all, like Lewis. That's the British way. But why shouldn't he have this lifestyle? He works very hard, he's the world champion. I don't begrudge him anything he's got, I think, good on him. His love life. Hamilton has had an on-off romance with Nicole Scherzinger. Image Getty. It's hard keeping up with the F1 ace's love life, from on-off ex-girlfriend Nicole Scherzinger to rumored flings with Rihanna, Rita Ora and singer Lionel Richie's 18-year-old model daughter Sophia. Jonathan says Lewis has gone out with gorgeous Nicole, drives expensive cars and has everything he wants, so people are jealous. If there are two guys in the room and one of them is Lewis, the other is going to lose trying to pull the hot lady. His fashion. Hamilton's fashion sense is outlandish to say the least. Image Getty. Hamilton's taste in clothes often turns heads, but for all the wrong reasons. He tends to favor loud colors and expensive-looking designs topped off with sunglasses, even if it's raining or dark. He wore a pair of salmon pink trousers with a blue, white and red shirt to London Fashion Week. At the equivalent events in Paris and New York he sported a pink, bird-embroidered jacket and a shiny velour number. Jonathan's view. The Americans love him for being proud of his success and his wealth, but the British hate it. Why shouldn't he visibly show off what he's got? His attitude. Nico Rosberg and Hamilton barely spoke while they were both at Mercedes. Image Alexander Hassenstein. For a star sportsman, his approach has sometimes been called into question. He has fallen out with teammates and rivals alike and been accused of appearing arrogant. He was blasted for spraying a hostess in the face with champagne after winning the Chinese Grand Prix. Jenson Button described him as a weird teammate and Nico Rosberg barely spoke to him while both were at Mercedes. But Jonathan says to be the best in the world, like Lewis, you really have to focus. You don't have time for all the small talk and the extra trappings that can make you likable. It's not that Lewis is not a nice guy, he could not be more polite and charming. But you don't get dilly-dallying with him. If you want to be the best in the world, if you want to win, you must have a ruthless streak. If Lewis was too much of a Mr. Nice Guy, he wouldn't be as successful. He is an awesome talent and should be celebrated for his achievements. His sport. Jonathan says if Hamilton could be compared to any other sportsman in the UK, it would be runner Mo Farah. But while Mo is universally well-liked, perhaps F1 is a less accessible sport for the general public. A report by the RAC last year found that driving as a whole is falling out of favor, with car journeys down and fewer teenagers taking lessons. With most other sports there are instantly recognizable winners and clear thrills at the end. But despite another year of huge feats, Hamilton lags behind boxer Anthony Joshua in the bookies' odds for BBC Sports Personality of the Year. Jonathan cites the example of diver Tom Daley, who was overjoyed to win bronze in the London 2012 Olympics while the Chinese were devastated to get silver. He says Lewis won't hang around at events like Tom would. Tom's focused on being a nice guy, but he's not the world's best at his sport. Tax avoidance. Hamilton moved to the tax haven of Monte Carlo in 2007, having previously lived in Switzerland. The move sparked accusations that he was a tax exile, though he has always insisted that he still pays a lot in the UK. He has also been rapped for being less than flattering to his hometown in Hertfordshire, calling it a not-so-great place. Jonathan agrees that this may tarnish his image, saying I don't think people would warm to someone who avoids tax. It's an unattractive trait to dodge social responsibility to your country. We can all be savvy about our lives to lessen our tax bill, but to deliberately base yourself in a tax shelter to avoid paying contributions in the country you've been brought up in, I don't think that's tasteful to the British public.